Okay, so now we have already opened this lab, EIGRP route summarization lab, and you know what is the need of EIGRP route summarization and what will be the benefit of that. See, simple strategies of this EIGRP route summarization is, suppose this is your headquarter router, okay, and when your headquarter router is receiving multiple routes from different routers, okay, so normally in the companies the edge routers are very strong routers, okay, so the edge router can handle multiple routes and he can process it, and the edge router can keep in the routing table and it can forward, it can maintain the heavy routes, no problem. But if all these heavy routes, okay, will come to the branch router also, so it will create problem. Why? Because in the company all routers are not heavy routers. So maybe I have edge router is heavy router, and other routers though they are not heavy routers. Okay, so if I'll be sharing what I have, so whatever routes IST headquarter have, and he's sharing the same routes to the other routers inside the organization or inside the branch, okay, so maybe this router can hang or the process can become slow. So in the route summarization, what we are going to do, we are going to summarize these all multiple routes to a single route, and now the headquarter will share to the neighboring routers inside the organization or branch router inside the organization. So let's open this first. So first of all we have to check the IP configuration of the routers. Okay, IP is already configured. Okay, here also IP is already configured. Okay, headquarter router. So headquarter router IP is not configured. Okay, so let's come here to the headquarter router interface E0/1 IP address. It's 10.1.1.2. no shut. Why? Because if you'll see R3 is 10.1, so this router is connected via R3, so it in a different subnets. Okay, so here R3 is using 1, so headquarter E0/1 will be using 2. So if you come here, headquarter E0/1 is using 2. Okay, now E0/2 of headquarter. So come here, interface E0/2 IP address 10.1.1.6 255.252 no shut. Then interface E0/3 IP address 10.1.1.10 no shut. And then last is interface E1/0 IP address 14 no shut. After that, if you are coming here and verifying, okay, all the IP address is configured now. One more is missing. Interface E0/0 IP address is 12.1.1.1 no shut, and then you can save this configuration. Now come to the branch router, just verify. Yes, IP is configured, no problem. Now we have to run EIGRP routing, so we'll just router EIGRP 10, no auto, network, so we are just enabling EIGRP routing. Router EIGRP 10, network, come here, conft router EIGRP 10, network, router EIGRP 10, network, no auto, headquarter, conft router EIGRP 10, no auto, network. Okay. For neighborship is okay. Now come here, conft router EIGRP 10, network, no auto. And now what I wanted to say, see, if you will come on IST headquarter router, if you're typing here, so IP route EIGRP enter, so you're seeing here that your 4 routes, if you're just moving like this, okay, how many routes you have? So you have these local connected routes and these routes what you are receiving. And if you're coming on the branch router, so IP route EIGRP, so on the branch router you are getting 10 network and 172 different networks. So if you're counting it, so total you have 8 networks, right? Now what is the process and what you can do? So you can reduce the routes which you are receiving from your different neighbors. See here, what 4 routes and these 4 routes, total 8 routes IST headquarter is receiving, right? So IST headquarter can manage those routes because it's a heavy router. But if the same routes, if IST headquarter router is sharing with the neighbor router inside in the company, okay, and if it is a heavy router, no problem. But if it is not a heavy router, so processing those routes, this router can hang and the process can become slow. So there is one process what you can run on IST headquarter router, that you can summarize those routes to a single route and you can forward to your connected router in the network or to the branch router, okay, to reduce the load of the routers. Okay, so if you forget the route calculation, I can show you how to work on these EIGRP route calculation. So suppose we have these 4 routes, okay, so let's come here, I'll show you how to do the route calculation. So we have 172.16.0.0/24, 172.16.1.1.0/24, 172.16.2.0/24, 3.0/24. So first of all, I told you that whatever calculation you do, you need that table. Which table? The table what we use for subnetting 128 plus 64 13 16 8 4 2 1, this table. Okay, so now what is the process? Process is, first of all you have to find that okay, now so first of all you find that in in IP address you have 4 octet, 172.16.0.0. So which octet is common? So 172 is common, no changes. Here is changes, so you put cross. I don't know what the value will come. Okay, so in this summarization you need to have two things. Okay, what two things you need? Summarized IP and new subnet mask. Okay, so here we are calculating 172.16.0.0/24 here. So in the first octet is common, second octet is also common, third and fourth octet is not common, so just keep it waiting. Now you say that okay, what is the minimum number you are looking for in this third octet? Minimum, so minimum in the third octet is 0 and the maximum is 3. So total number, if you are counting from 0 to 3, is 4. So where I can get this 4? In this. So 4 is matching here, right? Okay, so if you're writing, start writing the block size of 4. See, 0, 4, 8. Now 0 to 3, 4 to 7, 8 to 11. Okay, so my requirement is matching where? So if you'll see here, your requirement is matching this octet, right? Okay, so you got this 4. Where you got this 4? What is the bit number of this 4? If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now so you should write like this: 172.16.0.0. okay, default bit was 8.8 because I did not change it. I made any changes here in this 2 octet, so it is 8.8, and here I made changes. So 4, I wanted to have 4 here. So how many bit I have taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6.0. okay, and if you, so this is your new subnet mask. So you have to write the new subnet mask: 255.255.252.0, and this is your 8 plus 6 is 16 plus 6 is 22. So this will be your new summarized IP address. Okay, and this will be the new subnet mask. Okay, so now let's come here. So let's come on R1, conf t. We have to come to interface E0 by 0. Right here, IP summary address EIGRP 10, and you have to write 172.16.0.0 255.255.252.0, enter, and then exit. Okay, refresh, and now come. Oh my god, I have used wrong router. Headquarter. Interface E0 by 0, IP summary address EIGRP 10 172.16.0.0, and then no shut. And now you come here to the branch router and check with the route. See, now it is summarized as per the summarization what you made here. Okay, same you wanted to summarize for this, no problem, very simple. Now I would no need to calculation. See, 10 is common. Okay, no problem, you can write 10. Okay, 1 is also common, third octet is also common, fourth octet is not common, so no problem. When it is starting from 0, so you write 0, minimum number is 0 and the maximum is 12, so it can come here 16, right? So you can write this. And how many bit is there? 1 2 3 4. Okay, default is 8 8 8, no changes, so 24 plus 4 is 28. Simple. What will be the new subnet mask? 255.255.255.44 bit is 240. So simple, you can come here again on headquarter conft same interface. Okay, 10.1.1.0 255.255.255.240, enter. It's recalculated. Now again you come and check. So both IPs now summarize, and see, earlier your routing table was on the branch routers. See how the long routing table was, but now after summarization how short routing table is there on the branch routers. So these are the benefits of the IP summarization. Okay, so we have completed this routing summarization. Okay, so what is the benefit? It helps keep routing table small, and some other benefits are there, but you will learn when you will learn advanced routing, then you will understand. Okay, so this is IP route summarization lab 2. This is for you. Okay, you have to work on this. Okay, I did one and I gave you the idea. This is for you. Okay, even this is commands are there, but you have to configure it. This is also route summarization lab 3. This is for you. Okay, lab 4 also for you, lab 5. All, see, process is all where you have to run this summarization on the edge router. Simple. Okay, you are receiving these all routes from ISP on this edge router, and from edge router you have to configure it. Okay, lab summarization, route summarization lab 6. Okay, 7. Okay, so all this. Okay, so total we have to configure. Total lab 7 is there, but in that one I have completed, so you have to complete 6 route summarization lab. So once we are done with this, you will see we are done with EIGRP. Okay, so in the next video we will be working with OSPF.